My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Curse the Dead Gods. We're going to be playing with the Reptilian Hunger, Unquenchable Thirst, and Skillful Adaptation setup. The idea obviously being that I use the change in my stance to grow my greed kills twice as quickly, and greed kill effectively every enemy. Oh! So the game has been updated. Oh wow, I did not know this had happened. Sweet! Achieve victory to earn a blood emblem. Apparently I already have 6 blood emblems, and those are the resources that lock the harder things. Final expiration, clock of life ticks. Slaying your foes will only delay it. Woo. Alright, and here I thought we were almost done with this game in its current incarnation because we just had the hard dungeon to go in each of the different areas, but now there is even more. Alright, let's go into the hard exploration in the Jaguar Temple then. I probably like this path, the early stats, a little bit more than the other one. Just touch tad. Do not want to go for an early weapon area, despite the fact that I do want a two-handed weapon as quickly as I can get one. I just don't want to have to waste the value I could get in going to any other room. And also, as I've explained so many times before, I might just get one drop early. It'll be fine. It'd suck if I had one just drop out of a chest right before I ended up going into a area one would have been in anyhow. Yes, for those two, at least. Alright, yeah, I don't have to worry about the greed counter, just making absolutely certain that all the things are correct. I like the little pop back up on the top right there, showing us the resource that we just picked up. It did feel like the crystal skulls weren't a necessarily super important resource to me early on, because there wasn't any real acknowledgement of picking them up. Ugh. Chest in there that we didn't get. That's a shame. I thought that we did manage to line up that Death Wife, but evidently no. Nope. I should have probably just tried to parry that one, but I'm really scared early on of losing my greed kill counter. I need it so that I can snowball out of control. Please. Okay. Allow me to be the ice rolling down the hill. Ooh. I like that they actually have a key off to the side now. It's something that I got used to very, very early, there not being one, but I was surprised initially that there wasn't one. Okay. Should be an extra chest in this area. Hopefully that's our two-hander. Just trying to keep an eye on the greed kill counter in the bottom left. I've lost a little bit of a feel for the timing. It really kind of feels like I'm playing a collectathon, like a Banjo-Kazooie kind of deal, with the pop-ups every single time I get one of those resources. I don't know if you can, like, pick up blood emblems in the environment. It seems like they would be too rare for that to happen. They seem like they are awarded at the end of quests. So why do they show up on that screen? Maybe they're a drop that happens the first time that you kill a certain boss or something? Oh, sweet! The stats shrine look different now. Oh, perfect. I've wanted that for a while. It did really feel like the shrines should have a little bit of different look to them. Especially the stats one, because it's not really a shop in the same sense as the other ones. You can't use Divine Favor to reroll anything there. Being the biggest point thereof. But also incredibly limited variety, which makes sense as to why you would not have the ability to reroll it. Just, I mean, it also doesn't give you equipment. You no longer have any ability to drop those stats afterwards. Please destroy this wall for me. No! Alright, fine. I miss out on another chest out there. Unless this is a heavy weapon. Oh, it is. Thank you, game. And I should get to keep the greed kill counter as well as the extra door over here. Perfect. Gotta love getting a solid 8 out of a room of 4 people. That is 8 on the greed kill counter. All right, how far are we from the exit? Pretty far, unfortunately. I was hoping we were about to just go into the boss room and just lay down destruction upon them with the extra damage modifier we have at the moment. But we're gonna have to wait at least an extra minute to do that at this rate. Counter's getting pretty high. Alright. No, I'm gonna keep the better parry timings. I am probably gonna be really out of practice with my parries. Just gonna give a little bit of a forewarning on that one. Feels appropriate. Ooh. I do prefer a spear. Something with a little bit of a faster attack animation if I'm gonna have to be stance dancing. See, to the point that I was making about something with a faster attack animation, I'm not gonna want to take the mace over the sword there. I do want to go for the attributes, but a relic could be huge for us. Anything that powers off of greed kills. We're still looking for upkeep. That is to say, anti-attrition. Next area... It's probably relic and then off to the left? Ooh, unless I want to go for the weapon, then the challenge, the second path on the right. The weapon, then the challenge, then the gold, then cut back in for a weapon stat and relic at the very end. But if I do that path, I don't get relics for a really long time unless I go for this relic room right now. That's effectively what I'm deciding, right? How soon am I after this going to get relics if I don't take them right now? Not soon. I gotta get it. I need anti-corruption. I need anti-attrition, so healing as I mentioned. Greed kill extensions would be nice. Parts of the map transform into unknown rooms. That's okay. I know the paths in the next area just because I was looking at them right there. Plus 20% base damage for spears. Ooh, lovely. Ooh, nice one. Very close, but not close enough, friend. You gotta love it when you're doing 60% extra damage because this, it really feels like I've actually got a good weapon and good stats. It's gonna feel so bad when I lose the counter though. Hey, what up, greed kill time limit? That's what I was looking for. It's good to see you, bud. Let's just be a little bit more slow and methodical about the way that we approach certain enemies. That's going to be really important in terms of taking on the headless guardians that are about to start appearing. Because a lot of the time you want to let them bait out one of their attacks. Ooh, the relic shrine is even different. Yeah, sorry, 45% extra damage in darkness is too good to turn down here. We'll be taking that. Still not going to go for the weapon. So I know where the first and second weapons are in the next area anyway. Unless the rooms have been re-rolled. I still haven't confirmed whether or not the rooms re-roll after they become invincible. Invisible, rather. Sorry. After they become shrouded. Like, I can imagine that actually being a feature of the game, because otherwise, at the start of the run, just screenshot your map, and you don't have to worry about this curse ever, right? Enemy attacks deal less corruption is almost never a relic I'm happy to hold. I imagine that's actually... because I just saw that this patch has been out with the extra dungeons, I imagine there's probably also been a large amount of rebalances shipped alongside that. The rebalances I am entirely unaware of at this point. So before I record the next episode, I'll make sure to have a look at those patch notes so that I can represent them fairly and tell you what's up with the new meta. I'm not an authoritative enough source on this game to tell you what's up with the meta. Really, it would just be what's up with my new meta. How am I going to be playing it from this point? Each greed kill, yeah, great. That's the extra. That's the extra healing that I wanted there. I'll take that instead of the straight constitution. We're doing a little bit of extra damage with this at the moment. 8% extra damage. Although, immediately after having purchased the Herbs of Rejuvenation, we're going to be dealing significantly less. Whatever. Is this going to be a straight-up perfect first act? As soon as I speculate about that, of course, I guarantee that it won't be, so... get ready. Oh, that almost happened. Okay. Thank you for the plus 200% greed kill timer, because otherwise we would actually have so much more difficulty with this. Whew! I'm so stressed. Keep saying actually. I'm so stressed about trying to keep this greed kill counter that I'm putting it in risk. It's like when you get so close to an edge, a sheer edge with a sudden drop, and you feel clumsier and you feel less steady on your feet, because it's so important at that point you're steady on your feet so you don't fall off and die, but you feel weaker. That was happening there. It's like lapel du vide adjacent. No, that's actually not really a great relic for us. Do I really want to upgrade to the heavy here? It does have extra upkeep on it. That's good. Okay. So it seems like the areas haven't been re-rolled because they are the same as they were before I had the curse, now that I've cleared it. But I still might want to go for the weapon double here. Yeah, because I covered my attrition already, I'm going to go for the double weapon. Reason for that being that I very much want a primary weapon, like an on-hand weapon that I can be happy to use here. Like, this one is only good because of my greed kill counter. It's about to become awful. I need to be prepared for that. I need to make alternative arrangements. Oh, come on. Don't make me play whack-a-mole. If you're gonna die anyway, just... No! The heavy weapon triggered the trap. No. Oh, well. Let's start building it back up then. At least we got the whole first act. Hey, if I was ever gonna get hit, it's in this room, right? First room after the first champion, every time. Plus 20% base damage if the main's a sword, as well as extra base damage per point of crit. I'm pretty likely to end up using a sword. No, I like claws more than swords. None of those are good. Oh, please actually give me something worthwhile. Like, absolutely, certainly, please. Oh, game. Game, you can't do this to me. Game is the rudest game I've ever played. Well, there's a spear that we'll be using. Each kill restores 1 more stamina, plus 20% critical damage, plus 30% damage in darkness. So we have plus 75% damage in darkness on this spear. We had to use way too many rerolls. We saw so few actual main hand weapons, and almost none of them were the high. Actually, none of them, in fact, were the highest quality. Oh, I'm actually fine with this, getting some more. Ooh, which do we drop? Guess we'll drop that one. Yeah, I'm fine with this, getting some more divine favor back. It might be necessary to actually end up finding myself a weapon, you know? Yeah, I just wanted to get that room over and done with. Especially because I'm still using the machete. Like, I really didn't want to be stancing in that room. Don't want to test my luck. What is the curse I picked up? Oh, Divine Pact, of course. I forgot that I had it as a curse because to me, it is all benefit right now. Good position to be in, TBH. Just quickly take that. Alright. Alright. Feeling a lot more confident. Why did I try and parry that? It's probably because I was feeling too confident. Thank you for the heavy weapon so that I can pop that open. Gotta love some good weapon swapping tech in the middle of a fight. Kind of reminds me of the Dark Souls 2 specifically, all the Dark Souls 2 clips that were parrying someone to knock them down onto the ground and then swapping all of your rings and your weapons so that you can just riposte them with that. God, it was nutty. That's a reference that'll appeal to exactly 4 people in the audience who used to watch compilations of PvP kills in Dark Souls 2. But hey, to those people, you're welcome. I enjoyed them too. Welcome for that trip down memory lane. Hoppa. Greek kill counter, honestly, if I can ever get it above another 20, I'll be pretty comfy. But if I never get it above 20 at this point, it's still pretty good based on everything it's already given us. Also, it's nice to have gotten this far and not really required to heal myself. Because any room that I have to spend healing myself, that is to say, anytime I have to go to a haven, that is the ultimate wasted value right there. Not only am I gaining corruption just to get my health back, but I'm also skipping a whole room. Otherwise, would have had enemies and relics, maybe a store if I'm lucky. Hey, I really didn't think I was gonna manage to keep this through the room. Hell yeah! Sorry, I had to pipe down a little bit there, but you know, happens. It is a claw, but it's still not a good one. Oof. Shield that takes away. Yeah, actually, that's really good. I'll upgrade my shield here. In fact, I can just use my shield as my offhand weapon because that's still a different stance. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna stop using the machete. I really should have stopped using the machete some way through last floor, but... okay. As it turns out, this is extremely effective. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna stay safe, far away from anywhere that looks even slightly threatening, because I got back to a good green kill counter. I'm not losing this one. I really do like that the shield is now part of the kill combo because it is just so good for locking them down. You get to just ignore the enemy for a while, especially if you're fighting 1 or 2 enemies that you can just position correctly. Oh. Love it. Need to stop rolling because the amount of times I've taken damage in that kind of situation, way too many. There should be a reward on the other side as well. Yeah, that's definitely not mine. And there is. Okay, I don't know which stance I was last in. I'm gonna assume shields. I keep accidentally killing targets with the crit on the spear at the moment, just because of the extra 75% damage it does in darkness, as well as the extra 20% damage it does on crits. Stacking both of those atop one another at the same time, oh, it's dangerous. Each green kill removes 2 corruption. And the extra 20% damage from spears, as well as the extra 16, I guess, from the Gleaming Sapphire at the moment. Yeah, the Ring of Purity has to come with me. Sorry, gotta replace that Gleaming Sapphire here. It's far, far too good. Alright. It's boss time? It is. Ugh, if I miss a single parry in this fight, I'm not gonna be able to keep the timer. Don't focus on keeping the timer, Ryan. Just focus on killing the boss. Never mind. No timer for me. No timer for this old man. Let's just get you down into this form, then I will try and focus on my parries. Why did I roll into that? That was just tempting fate right there. Nope. This is in darkness. This is when I really need to be connecting. No! Oh god, am I actually just gonna die to the boss? Don't let that happen. Like, I was fine with losing the green kill. That's okay. I'm not okay with the fact that I'm letting almost every attack connect right now. And that should be your transformation now. Perfect. There we go. Get the parry. Whew. Much cleaner end half of that fight. If only it was a cleaner start half, because then I would have been dealing 50% extra damage for a large amount of the time, but yeah, whatever. Plus 45% damage to fire attacks. That's really good because my shield is fire attack. I think I prefer the one where I take less damage as well as remove corrupt. Yeah, that's got an appeal. Okay. Honestly, at this point, I kind of just want to hug the hard left there. Try and be real choosy with my weapons and such. I really just want a main hand weapon. At this rate, Incendiary Claws would actually probably be the best one I could pick up. So, hopefully we see that. No! Really hoped I was going to be stable long enough there to land a combo. Gosh. Really feeling the extra health on these enemies and the damage reduction from not having a ridiculous green kill counter anymore. Absolutely hate this. I should just be able to bully them around with the shield and control their attacks. So I'll do that. It's fine. Okay. I thought that this was going to be a lot worse because I thought there was probably a blood priest in the room that was going to keep healing them while I was doing that. And it could probably out-heal the damage that I can actually do with the shield. Extra critical damage, extra damage to second weapons. No. Good lord. Really? Still no. Still no. Oh, God. Oh, please. Please actually give me a main hand weapon. Is this it? Is this what I have to settle for? Fine. Fine. Claws of Evisceration. We'll take the extra 20% critical damage, as well as critical to enemies under 30% HP. It'll be nice for finishing off enemies, I guess. Scales with Perception, which is my lowest stat at the moment. It also still scales with Dex, though. I mean, it's doing decent damage. Having now used it, I think it is fine. Definitely an upgrade. It was definitely necessary that I settled at that point. I think it would be fair to say that I probably should have settled long before that point. Nah. We've still got a better weapon than that. Did not want that one to kill. Honestly, at this point, am I really making that much more money? Does Stance Dancing really matter that much? I don't know if it matters too much to me anymore. Because I'm definitely not making any more money past 20 on my green kill counter. Like, at this point, it's just about damage. And bragging rights. Damage and bragging rights. I have a sneaking suspicion that when I check the balance changes, the fact that I am performing as well as I am in this run is gonna suddenly make more sense. That's gonna feel bad. Because right now, I'm like, oh my god, this is a hard dungeon. My HP is almost, like, perfect. I've taken very little damage except for in the second champion fight. Good lord, I'm doing well for this run. But as soon as I check the patch notes and they say, oh yes, the hard explorations were too hard, so we made them weenie for weenie babies. You can have no reflexes, and you can sit still, and you can watch the game play out as a cutscene. And that's all you had to do. I feel bad about this. Not that I'm on that kind of, like, get good at games brigade. But this definitely is a game that I am trying to demonstrate some level of expertise in, or at least achieve some level of expertise in. Okay. Again, why am I going for the gold right now? I do know that I do have, like, actually, like, a decent amount of shops left, but... Oh, that was almost awful. Whew! Actually help us. Plus 12 dex. Ooh, that's just plus 24 more damage. Yeah, I don't use fire attacks at this point. So that's me giving up on the incendiary claw right there. God, if I find one, I'm gonna be so mad. Wait, but that was also good for my shield. Whatever, I'm not using my shield for damage anymore. the shield has long since given way to the claw. Alright. Weapon stat weapon. If I play correctly, I'm not going to have another curse by the time we get into the boss fight, which is good. Because I wouldn't know what that curse is. Spin, spin. Kill him. I feel like I can pretty accurately gauge the distance of their spin attacks and normal attack combos now. But that did come from, you know, a huge amount of failure to do so in the past. Sometimes I feel like in games, the way that I end up learning best is just doing everything wrong for a while and just gathering enough information to have enough experience to, yeah, ouch, to have enough experience to be able to do it fine in the future. But it puts me in a position where oftentimes I feel like, okay, if I want to play this on my YouTube channel, I need to go play it for 50 hours by myself beforehand so that I can fast forward through that part where I'm not doing okay at the game. Because during that time, it can be kind of imperceptibly slow, the learning that I'm doing. Thankfully, I think this series has been a lot quicker. The series has actually been really, really enjoyable for that fact. Because while every game that I play on the channel is a mix of demonstrative and explorative, right? Like, I'm exploring the game and I'm trying to demonstrate and explain the game. This one was definitely closer to exploring, like exploring together on camera and kind of learning the game together and having like a bunch of really good, insightful discussions, not only about my own playstyle, but also about the game, strategy that I might want to consider, tactics that I could implement. It was really nice to have that experience. Because a lot of the other games, I tend to try and go away and achieve some level of expertise before I come back. Here it was a much more collaborative kind of thing. That was unique. It's not an experience I get to have consistently on the channel. I'll take the extra max health and damage. Look, if I really need to, I can pay with corruption for a weapon later. Why did I just stopped rolling early because I thought I was fine. I just should have been safe about it. No reason to just stop dead there. All I need to do is make sure that I maintain a decent amount of HP as I get into this boss fight, and then everything is okay with the world. So I just have to make sure that I keep on greed killing. Please stop summoning things. It's taking me way too long to kill them. Ooh. I don't know how far we are off of our next divine favor, but I hope it's 200. I like these one-room weapon shops. I don't love waves 2 and 3 in these. I really thought I was going to be able to finish the combo first. That was my bad. Yeah, I don't love the upcoming waves, but I do, in general, just like the whole stay in the same area, fight new waves of enemies. Kind of gauntlet style. Reminds me a little bit of Ratchet and Clank 3. There we go. And solved it. Whew. Oh yeah, I forgot there's another wave. I really should just be able to measure how many waves there are in this room rather than by counting them, just by how annoyed am I with this room. If I think I'm done, I'm probably like 2 waves from done. And if I think, oh, but I've already accounted for that, there's definitely a wave left. Not great handling at the end of that room, I got honest. Gotta honest about it. Gotta be honest about it. Honestly, if that was the sacrificial Morgana, I'd be taking it, but I'm not gonna hear. See, the problem is, I think I could have been here on full health, and the fight is still gonna come down to whether or not I can manage my timings well. Because like 1 or 2 mistakes and I'm losing most of my health bar. That's 1 mistake. Oh, that would have been awful. Extremely glad to have gotten out of that one unscathed. We got through 1 phase. Thank you for backhanding. Nope. No! No, yeah, that was... life is dangerous now. I'm gonna try and focus. Yep. Just clipped me on the outside of that. Being in any of those single giant blasts to the ground is really bad. That's one of the reasons that I oftentimes like the engraved breastplate for specifically the Dark Avatar of the Jaguar. That was not my best Jaguar fight. I did manage to roll through a bunch of the attacks. I didn't have any in-fight healing, but my aggression actually wasn't that good either. The thing is, I was carried along through the game on a wave of the extra damage I was dealing through greed kills. And then as soon as I lost that, I was just dealing reasonable damage and I had reasonable health. So I think the reason that we went further in this run was less that I was more generally prepared and more generally capable of the hard areas. But I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I managed to keep up the greed kill counter and use that to kick myself along. Which that is definitely an increase in ability, right? The fact that I managed to keep the greed kill counter for longer. But it didn't necessarily translate into a better result in the end. I think the greed kill will have a easier time keeping me alive than it will letting me win. I think is the very succinct way that I can describe what I've been trying to describe over the past 2 minutes. For the moment though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse of the Dead Gods. There are playlists in the description down below with all my content of the game past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.